Item 161. Compost. 1. Description. Furnish and place compost as shown on the plans. 2. Materials. Furnish compost that has been produced by aerobic, biological, decomposition of organic matter and meets the requirements of Table 1. Compost feedstock may include, but is not limited to, leaves and yard trimmings, biosolids, food scraps, food processing residuals, manure or other agricultural residuals, forest residues, bark, and paper. Ensure compost and wood chips do not contain any visible refuse, other physical contaminants, or any substance considered harmful to plant growth. Do not use materials that have been treated with chemical preservatives as a compost feedstock or as wood chips. Do not use mixed municipal solid waste compost. Provide compost meeting all applicable 40 CFR 503 standards for Class A biosolids and TCEQ health and safety regulations as defined in the TAC, Chapter 332, including the time and temperature standards in Subchapter B, Part 23. Meet the requirements of the United States Composting Council, USCC, Seal of Testing Assurance, STA, program. Before delivery of the compost, provide quality control, QC, documentation that includes the following: the feedstock by percentage in the final compost product, a statement that the compost meets federal and state health and safety regulations, a statement that the composting process has met time and temperature requirements, a copy of the producer's STA certification, and a copy of the lab analysis, performed by an STA certified lab, verifying that the compost meets the requirements of Table 1. Provide a copy of the current TCEQ compliance statement signed by the facility manager when furnishing biosolids compost. Table 1. Physical requirements for compost. See table in specifications. 1. Test methods for the examination of composting and compost, published by the United States Department of Agriculture and the USCC. 2. A soluble salt content up to 10.0 ds/m for compost used in compost manufactured topsoil will be acceptable. Maintain compost in designated stockpiles at the producer's site. The department reserves the right to sample compost at the job site. Material may be tested to verify compliance with this specification by a STA certified lab. Make payment to the STA certified lab approved by the department. Submit lab invoices for passing tests to the department for reimbursement. Maintain a complete record of all test reports for the previous and current calendar year. 2.1 Compost manufactured topsoil, CMT. Use CMT consisting of 75% topsoil blended with 25% compost measured by volume. Use topsoil conforming to Article 160.2, Materials. 2.2 Erosion Control Compost, ECC. Use ECC consisting of 50% untreated wood chips blended with 50% compost measured by volume. Use wood chips less than or equal to 5 inches in length with 95% passing a 2 inches screen and less than 30% passing a 1 inches screen. 2.3 General Use Compost, GUC. Use GUC consisting of 100% compost. 3. Construction. Prepare the types of compost for use on the project and stockpile at the job site. 3.1 Compost manufactured topsoil, CMT. After excavation and embankment work is complete, remove and dispose of objectionable material from the topsoil before blending. Use equipment capable of blending CMT uniformly to the full depth as specified. Roll the CMT with a light corrugated drum. 3.2 Erosion Control Compost, ECC. Use only on slopes 3:1 or flatter. Apply a 2 inches uniform layer after excavation and embankment work is complete unless otherwise shown on the plans or directed. Use a light roller or other suitable equipment when rolling is specified. 3.3 General Use Compost, GUC. Apply in a uniform layer as a top dressing on established vegetation to the depth shown on the plans. Do not bury existing vegetation. Apply GUC as a backfill ingredient, in a planting soil mixture, for planting bed preparation, or as mulch, when shown on the plans. For measurement. This item will be measured by the 100 feet station along the baseline of each roadbed, by the square yard complete in place, or by the cubic yard in vehicles at the point of delivery. For ECC cubic yard measurement, the quantity will be the composite material, compost, and topsoil or wood chips. 5. Payment. The work performed and materials furnished in accordance with this item and measured as provided under measurement will be paid for at the unit price bid for compost manufactured topsoil, erosion control compost, and general use compost as follows. For measurement by the station and square yard, payment will be for the depth specified. For measurement by the cubic yard, payment will be made for material measured in vehicles. This price is full compensation for loading, hauling, stockpiling, blending, placing, rolling, sprinkling, equipment, labor, materials, including topsoil for CMT and wood chips for ECC, tools, and incidentals. Costs associated with passing quality assurance, QA, testing will be paid for in accordance with the requirements of Article 9.7, payment for extra work and force account method, at invoice price with no add-ons.